Today we continue our 2021 season previews with the Vegas Golden Knights. Now I apologize for this not getting out on time. I had a lot of things planned this week, so I wasn't able to get this out until 7 o'clock. But yeah, tonight I'm going to make all two other previews, not three other previews. This is the third preview. And we're going to be done with them. That's it. So the last two will upload either Wednesday and Thursday or both of them tomorrow. It depends on if I can get both of them done tonight. So that's just another thing up there. But anyways, we were talking about the Vegas Golden Knights today and their season. So last season, they went to the Western Conference Finals in their third season, and they lost to the Dallas Stars in 5 games. So, the reason why they lost was they ran into 2 hot goalies, everything going on with that. So yeah, but they did acquire some pretty big pieces to their team. They did lose some big pieces as well. So we're going to get into that as well. But yeah, anyways, let's get into what happened last season for the Vegas Golden Knights. And as I try to predict what's going to happen for them in 2021. First off, if you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you haven't already done so, please go subscribe down below. That means a lot to me as well. We are only 25 subscribers away from 700. It'd be absolutely amazing to get there. And doing that, we are, I think, like 2/3 of the way to 1,000. We're getting close. We're getting pretty dang close, so you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty thankful for what you guys are giving to me, and I'm going to keep pouring out this content for you. We're almost at 530 videos, which is absolutely incredible. So yeah, if you could go subscribe down below and help me out with my grind, that'd be helpful as well. And yeah, if you haven't already also done below, please go check out the links below, which include my Twitter, my Instagram, my Discord, and my TikTok. So all those medias there. And yeah, anyways, let's get into what happened last season for the Vegas Golden Knights. So last season for the Vegas Golden Knights was, above all, another great season. This team, no matter what happens, no matter who they sign, they somehow managed to make the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs. It's amazing. So last season they played 71 games, had 39 wins, 24 losses, and 8 overtimes for a total of 86 points. Great statistics there. They were 8th in the NHL, 1st in the Pacific Division. They go into the first round against Chicago. They pretty much get rid of them pretty easily, beat them in 5 games. And here's where it starts going downhill, or at least it was for me. The first 4 games of the Vancouver Canucks Vegas Golden Knights round 2 were great. Vegas was on top for all of them. Game 5, Game 6, Game 7, and all of the series against Dallas, they started just not scoring. And you want to know why? They ran into 2 incredibly hot goalies in Thatcher Demko and Anton Khudobin. So, it's amazing how this team was scoring so many goals on, Markstrom and Crawford and Subban, that they just go out against Khudobin and Demko. So, it's horrible. So, they beat the Canucks in 7 games. They lucked out there. And then they pretty much got owned by Dallas. I think they blew out one game. And the rest of the games they lost were pretty big, lofty scores, except for the Game 5 in overtime. So, you can take that what you will. Yeah, this team, they went through a lot there. They need to make sure no matter what goalie they run into, they can score. So that's one thing I see with Vegas coming into next season. And they did lose a lot of people, and, it kind of was for the best, but it does stink. One of them definitely does stink. The key departures for the Vegas Golden Knights now are, oh boy. Okay, so they lost center Paul Stastny, a third-line center, going to go to Winnipeg, who they got Carl Dahlstrom in return. We'll talk about him later. Stastny, I expect to play third line on Winnipeg, bottom 6, who will actually play pretty well for Winnipeg. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. This is the biggest one for me. I mean, Paul Stastny may have been another big one, but I think Nate Schmidt is definitely the biggest problem. You lose a great offensive defenseman. You lose a great defender in general. And you also lose a guy who's been on the team for a while. And you also lose a good team chemistry guy. This guy brings a lot of chemistry to the Vegas lineup. And the locker room may be affected without him. I will be the first to admit that. They got traded to Vancouver, which I think will be a great trade because Nate Schmidt's a pretty underrated defender. But yeah, they pretty much just, it sucks. I mean, their general manager came out and said, you know what, we didn't want to get rid of Schmidt, but it came to a scenario where we were over the salary cap by way too much, and we just had to make a cap dump, so that's what they did. And they traded Schmidt to Vancouver for a 4th-round pick, I'm pretty sure. Not to mention, they also lost depth players as John Morrill, and then they lost Derek Engelland to retirement as well. Not too big of deals there. Marilla forward and Engelland a defenseman. Engelland, his story is great. I will definitely do a career video on him. Likely during the offseason, next offseason, because we're getting a little bit too close to the regular season to do a career video. But I could do a career video, but I'm not going to. So, Derek Engelland, I'll put him on the list. I'll probably make a spreadsheet for him at some point this season when I have time. Engelland, his story is amazing. I can't wait to cover his career in a video. But yeah, these departures, they stink. I think Schmidt, Stastny, and maybe even Engelland to a degree. Engelland is going to be a part of the franchise in some way, whether it's in the front office. And he already is, too. I think he signed. He was hired or something, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I figured they would. I think everyone was assuming they would bring Derek Engelland in for something. But, yeah, it sucks they lost the other guys. But, when it comes down to it, you got to move on sometimes. Anyways, now on to the key arrivals. The key arrivals was full of defensemen. Bottom line, I mean, there are some minor AHL players that they signed that are for depth. I do not see them making this lineup, though, so that's the thing with that. So I didn't put them in the key arrivals. The key arrivals are defenseman Alex Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo coming from St. Louis. Lofty captain there. Sucks you had to leave him. But yes, I think I'm excited to see how Pietrangelo will play for Vegas. Probably a top-pairing defender. Or most definitely a top-pairing defender. Great offensively. Will definitely help out the defense in Vegas. And it's amazing how they can just go out for these guys and they'll be perfectly fine. They'll figure out a way out of it. And I think they are over the salary cap right now, but we're gonna see a move within the next couple of weeks or next couple of days. Sorry, that'll put them below the cap. So it's gonna be interesting how teams are gonna do this. I'm sure they're gonna put players in the LTIR, but yeah, getting Pietrangelo is a huge one. And they also got a depth player of Carl Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom will definitely help on the depth. Probably a 7th or 8th defender. Honestly, I don't see him making the top. Or no, I don't see him making third pairing. But it is definitely possible. He will get a shot in there. Probably part of the taxi squad. But yeah, have him written there as a lineup as an extra guy. So, looking at the arrivals, the defense is much better. To a degree. Nate Schmidt, the effectiveness of him leaving sucks. But I think bringing in Pietrangelo and Dahlstrom is a big update from Schmidt. I know I like Schmidt a lot, but it sucks that he had to go. But, bringing these great guys, I'm excited. Anyways, now we move on to the projected lineup for the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm going to have to move over here real quick because I can't see the offense. Starting off there, you have Jonathan Marchessault, Max Pacioretty, Nicholas Roy, and Ryan Carrier on your left wing side there. On the center core, you have William Karlsson, Cody Glass, Chandler Stephenson, and Thomas Nosek. And then you have Riley Smith, Mark Stone, Alex Tuch, and Ryan Reeves. Let's get into that top 6 there. So, starting off on that first line, Marchessault, Karlsson, and Smith. Marchessault, a great left wing. Smith's going to be a great right wing. The one thing that scares me with this team on the lineup side of things is the center core. I think if they go out for a trade, maybe dump someone out there, I think maybe they could go pick up a decent center that's below at least $1 million. So, they'll get something out of a cap dump trade. But yeah, I'm optimistic to see William Karlsson. He's a 40-goal scorer. Well, that's in his resume, but is he going to score 40 goals? No, I doubt he's going to score 40 goals at all for the rest of his career. It sucks, but, that is what it is. So, the center core is the only thing that worries me about that. Second line, Pacioretty, Cody Glass, Mark Stone. Pacioretty, been in trade rumors for a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets dealed. Stone as well. He's been in trade rumors also. And then you have Cody Glass, who I'm optimistic to see how he's going to do. Their first ever draft pick. He's told reporters, and he's even told some of us, that, not us, but, he's told the fans that he's gained more pounds, and he's going to be a person that you don't want to mess with on the ice, and I'm happy for him for that, because, he get pushed off the puck very easily. I noticed that in his game a lot last season. He would get pushed off the puck fairly easily, so that's one thing he definitely needed to work on. I think I'm glad that he got that under control. If he's going to be able to do that, we'll see how he plays next season, so we'll see there. Bottom 6, Nicholas Roy, Chandler Stephenson, and Alex Tuch. Good depth line there. I think Nicholas Roy, I'm optimistic to see how he's going to play. Stephenson, a good third-line center. He may even push for second line if Cody Glass isn't playing well. That depends on how you're a Vegas fan or not. Then you have William Carrier, Thomas Nosek, and Ryan Reeves. A very good physical and underrated offensive line. So, yeah. The only thing that I'm worried about is the center core for Vegas. I think their left wing sides are great. Their center core is just the only thing that I'm worried about. And there's really nothing that they can do to change it besides picking up a good center, because there really isn't that many on the market right now. But yeah, I'm pretty optimistic to see how the Golden Knights are going to do with this. And yeah, anyways, let's get on to the defense now. Your defensive line for the Vegas Golden Knights start off on the lefty side there. Brady McNabb, Alex Martinez, and Nick Holden. Then you have Dahlstrom there as your fourth defender. On the right D side there, you have Alex Pietrangelo, Shea Theodore, and Zach Whitecloud. So starting off pair by pair there, McNabb and Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo is going to have to get used to playing with Nab, everything going on with that. I think that'll be a solid deep pairing once they get it together. Martinez and Theodore, that'll be interesting as well. I like Martinez a lot, and I also like Theodore a lot. Theodore gets overrated and underrated a lot of times, so I'm interested to see how he's going to do in that second pairing. I'm pretty optimistic. Third pairing there, you have Holden and Whitecloud, a good depth and solid way there. And then you have Dahlstrom as your seventh defender, who really, in all honesty, ain't that bad. So I'll see him get some chances with probably Whitecloud at points this season. So I look at that. Voice crack. I look at that. I'm fairly optimistic. I'm excited to see how this deep pairing is going to play. I'm excited to see Pietrangelo play in a Vegas jersey. Pietrangelo and McNabb, that's going to be a good top pairing. Martinez and Theodore, excited there. And then Whitecloud and Holden. This defense looks good. I don't think there's really any flaws or any holes in this team in any areas at all besides the center core. And don't even get me started about their goaltending. Their goaltending is probably one of the most powerful tandems in the league right now. On the goaltending side of things there, starting off on the starter position, you have Robin Leonard, and then you have Marc-Andre Fleury as your backup. Then you have Oscar Dansk as your third goalie. There's even some guys down there besides Dansk I could see him moving up to third goalie. Like this one prospect for the Vegas Golden Knights. I can't remember his name, but played a little bit, and he actually played pretty well for Vegas in their first year. So the goaltending, there's been a lot of controversy with that. They've announced that Fleury's not leaving. They re-signed Leonard to a huge contract, which is well deserved, honestly. And yeah, I'm excited. I think Leonard's going to play great. I think Fleury's going to be a solid backup. And Dansk hasn't played too bad in the NHL as well. So yeah, I look at the goaltending. I think it's great. I think that's definitely going to get you, I guess, at least 30 wins. I like the defense there. If the top pairing can get used to playing with each other, this is going to be a pretty exciting defense. The offense, is going to be great. The center core is the only thing that leaves me to be desired. Maybe they want to go pick someone up at some point. Not right now, at some point. But yeah, the whole team looks pretty excited right now. That's just it, in all honesty. I think Vegas has done a great job at general managing, and I think they've made some good moves. And as I've said a few times before in this video, whenever they make a huge move like signing Pietrangelo, they always find a way to get out of it. It's amazing. So we'll see what happens there. It's going to be fun. Finally, now we have the playoff prediction. Do I think the Vegas Golden Knights will make the 2021 Stanley Cup playoffs? And the answer is yes. I have them as first in the Pacific. I have them first in the West Division, or whatever their division is called. I really don't care. I'll call them Pacific. I'll call them Canadian. I'll call them American. I don't even know. I don't even care. I'll just call them whatever division. So yeah, I think they'll be first in their division, behind St. Louis and Colorado. So yeah, this team has great everything except for the center core. That's the only thing I see nervous about this team. Everything looks great. Honestly, I think everything looks awesome. I think if the deep pairing can get used to each other, the goaltending can stay consistent, which it probably will. Pretty optimistic to see it there. And yeah, this team just looks all exciting. That's all there is to it. They're just an exciting team to play. I'm going to be excited to watch them a lot next season. And yeah, it's going to be pretty entertaining. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please go make sure to leave a like and that subscribe button as we're trying to get to 700 subscribers by June of 2021. Tomorrow, we have the Washington Capitals and the Winnipeg Jets, or maybe tomorrow just the Washington Capitals. And then Thursday, we finish the previews with the Winnipeg Jets. So yeah, we only have 2 teams left. We're waiting for this for a while. But yeah, thank you all for watching and the constant support. And I'll see you guys in the next video.